Hello, welcome ghosts and ghouls. Today I'm going to be making a witch's brew. Oh wait, that's better. Today I'm going to be making a witch's cold brew, to be specific. So we're going to start by making the cold brew in our cold brew carafe. So it comes with a filter insert, and there are two lines on the filter. The first line, if you fill it to this line with your coffee grounds, you're making regular coffee. And if you fill it to the second line, you're making cold brew concentrate. So I'm gonna start by grinding some coffee beans. I've got whole beans from Costco. These are the espresso beans, which are actually Kirkland brand, but they're roasted by Starbucks. You want a coarse grind, so I'm going to use our sonic chopper. And the sonic chopper has some really sharp blades, and the new design actually has angled blades on the top two. And what that does is it actually helps to pull down whatever's in the chopper down to the bottom blade. So everything gets chopped nice. That's perfect. Okay, and I'm gonna fill the water all the way up to where the black part of the filter and the metal part of the filter meet. And this will brew for anywhere from 12 to 14 hours. You can do it overnight, you can do it all day, all during the day. I like to brew 2 batches and then pour both into my clearly elegant pitcher. The next thing we're gonna make is the whipped topping. So you're gonna take some whipped cream. I'm gonna make a whole bunch. You can make just a little if you're only gonna make it for this drink, but you might as well make a whole batch, and then you can save some in your fridge and some more in your freezer for whipped cream emergencies. I'm gonna do 2 cups of whipping cream. To that, I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of sugar. And I'm going to put it in the Whip and Mix Chef. It has 2 speeds. You can go speed 1 for things that are not as thick, and speed 2 for thicker things or as your liquid thickens. So I'm going to start on speed 1, and I'm going to start turning. It's starting to thicken up. This is also a great way to get your kids involved in the kitchen. They love to turn the handle. Okay, and that should do it. We've got nice, thick whipped cream. The last thing you're gonna wanna make is a cinnamon simple syrup. Really easy to make. You just take a cup of sugar and a cup and a half of water and 2 cinnamon sticks. Put them in a saucepan and turn on the heat and just stir until all of the sugar is dissolved. And then, because we added a little more water and we want the cinnamon to really infuse into it, you're gonna cook it a little bit longer until it starts to thicken a little bit, okay? Okay, now to put our witch's cold brew together, we're gonna take the all-in-one shaker and add some ice cubes to that. Just a few. And we're gonna start with 2 cups of cold brew coffee. 2 cups of cold brew. To that, you're gonna add a teaspoon of vanilla, and if you want, add a few drops of stevia. And if you want to make it extra spooky, you can replace the vanilla and stevia with 2.5 ounces of vanilla vodka. I'm going to do 1.5 ounces of cinnamon simple syrup. I'm going to put the top on, and I'm going to give it a shake. That's nice and mixed, I'm going to pour this into each glass. And I'm going to take our whipped topping and finally, if you can get some fresh nutmeg, even better, but totally fine to use ground nutmeg. And I am going to use this citrus zester to grind some fresh nutmeg right on top. And that is our Witch's Cold Brew. Happy Halloween. Cheers.